District 20 Club Growth Director, DTM Khalid Abdullah. Immediate past District 20 Director, DTM Wafa Salman. Area 15 Director, DTM Zahra Al-Muraharak. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear students, a warm good evening to one and all. Let us share the benefits we have gained for ourselves with others, said Dr. Al C. Smedley, founder of Toastmasters International. Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization that empowers people to become effective communicators and leaders. And a Toastmasters Club is designed to help individuals become better communicators through leadership training and public speaking practice. Now, how high you can fly in your career depends upon one thing, and that is how deep you can dive in your subject of expertise. And the height is proportional to the depth. And now let's add some width. Know what is happening to your left and right and how that impacts and affects you. Now, how much do we know? Do you know all there is to know about your job? What is that still left? There is a lot of room for improvement. And you're constantly upgrading your skills and knowledge. The economy is changing so fast that today the customer has more or equal information about you, your company, your products as you, or sometimes even more than you. So does your knowledge supersede that of your customers, your seniors, your competitors? When your answer that in affirmative, you are on the super fast track to success. And now, before we start this beautiful session, let me invite a wonderful leader who needs no introduction. He's a charismatic leader with a never giving up attitude. A great motivator. Currently, as I just mentioned, he's the president of Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club. He's also the member of Babco Toastmasters Club, Sandpols Toastmasters Club, Active Mind Toastmasters Club. And I don't know by now, the list of the names of the clubs in the list, I'm sure must have added. Help me welcome the very energetic District 20 Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Khalid Abdullah. DTM Khalid, the floor is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bijal, for the lovely introduction. Would add to that as well, Tamakkun. I just joined Tamakkun Advanced Toastmaster Club, which is an Arabic club. This is my first experience in an Arabic club, so yeah. 5 clubs. I don't know how am I managing, but my true inspiration is, of course, always DTM Wafa by having 8 clubs. So why not? If she can do it, I would definitely can. Let me recognize as well her presence, and she is here, immediate past District 20 Director, DTM Wafa Salman. Our very energetic, super energetic Area 35 Director, DTM Zahra Al-Muraharak. Immediate past, my colleague in crime or in progress, I think definitely in progress, immediate past Area 13 Director, Toastmaster Vidish Lakshmanan. And all of the helpers, I would say, without you, let me also mention your name, Toastmaster Tabassum, Toastmaster Bijal, although she is not here, DTM Arij Jafar, and all of the champions who agreed to be here today, Toastmaster Archana, and our trainer, DTM Raymond, and all of the students in here. Good evening and Ramadan Kareem to all of you. Thank you so much for joining here today. And this is the first official meeting that we or official event that we have for university students. We've been having this for a while. And yes, as what Toastmaster Bijal said, this is really a difficult year. I was looking today at the numbers and on the dashboard, looking at how far we can get to be distinguished. And yes, we really have a handful of things to be done before we go there. But one thing that really struck me today, and again, I will refer to Toastmaster Bijal, when I received a table topic question today in the Bahrain Medical Fraternity Toastmaster Club. And of course, Bahrain Medical Fraternity Toastmaster Clubs are full of doctors. One of the doctors asked me, DT and Khalid, mask or no mask? And the answer is definitely mask. We would definitely need to have a mask, at least definitely for the time being. We need to wear the mask. We need to be careful because really COVID is getting trickier and trickier as we move on. But at the same time, I was trying to copy the topic I was having with whatever is happening in Toastmasters. And we as leaders, we always go back to Toastmasters and just try to see how we can relate whatever we have through the experience that we are going through. Mask or no mask? Yes, it would be a mask when it comes to our health, but we should not really allow that mask to block the knowledge that we are gaining into our leadership journey. We are here to become better version of ourselves. We believe in what we do. And that's why, out of conviction in whatever we do, we are here today standing in front of you, definitely with no masks since it is virtual, but we are inviting you into our leadership path. We are inviting you to take off the mask and let the knowledge come in. So for those students who are yet to get into our world of Toastmasters, please, this is the right place to expand your knowledge. And regardless of the difficulties that we have outside, I'm sure with such brilliant leaders around, I'm sure this chartering club or this dream that we have to charter a club for university students in Bahrain would be a reality. Thank you so much, and over to you, Toastmaster Bijal.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah. Yes, we all hope that we charter this University Students Club as soon as possible. Now, let me welcome a Toastmaster whom I think you all adore. She's a Toastmaster since 2014. She loves public speaking and has won at club, area, and division level in evaluation, international, and numerous speech contests. Currently, she's Area 35 Director. Also, as she rightly mentioned before some time, she's the DTAC 2021 Head of Marketing and also the VPPR of Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club. Please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Zahra Al-Muharrak.
Thank you so much, Bijal. Friends, brothers and sisters, and district, division, area, and club leaders. Good evening to you. Mubarak alaikum shahr Ramadan Kareem. Investing in yourself is the best investment you can ever make, said by Robin Sharma. 1, 2, 3, or 4 years from now, you as a student, you will be a bachelor degree holder, inshallah. I just want you to ask yourself, because the opportunities or the new opportunities will be waiting for you. The first question, how will I ace the job interview? The second question, how will I differentiate myself digitally? And the third question, how will I gain an edge into my career? Students, I just want you, not just the student, but all of you, just close your eyes and imagine yourself after graduation or after 5 years from now. Imagine yourself in your future position. A manager, entrepreneur, CEO, or maybe opening your new business. What do you really need to achieve this or to hold this leading position? You might need more confidence. You might need to be a great leader, a great communicator. The answer, or what you really need to do, it's to just join a non-profit educational organization that teaches you public speaking and leadership skills in a friendly environment. Friends, brothers, and sisters, yes, you can open your eyes now. And we are here in an online meeting where we are sharing with you all the knowledge, all the experiences that we gained from this non-profit educational organization. For one reason, as what DTM Khalid said, because we want you to be a better version of yourself. I know you're all capable to achieve a higher position or to achieve your goal, inshallah. But after joining Toastmasters, with the skills that you will join from Toastmasters, you will be more capable. That's it. I'm back to you, Bijal.
Thank you, DDM Zahra. Yes, as DDM Zahra rightly said, we all want you to be a better version of yourself each day. And how can you do that? You should make a ritual to study, to learn, to observe, to fill in your intellect with data, with information, and the ideas and energy will drive you through the day. You don't need anyone's permission to learn. All you need is a burning desire to be ahead in the game that you have chosen to play. Remember, how much you earn is hidden within how much you learn. And today we bring you 3 experts who will share their knowledge and guide you to kickstart your journey. Now, what is the first step which most of you will be taking? The first thing which you will face in your journey is a job interview. And at that time, you have a lot of questions in your mind. What kind of outfit should I wear? How do I greet the interviewer? How do I practice the answers of the interviewer questions? What research and preparations do I do? Well, to answer all these questions, let me call upon our first presenter with Ace Your Job Interview, who will help us to ace your job interview. That is none other than Toastmaster Archana Prasad, Shiv Prasad, sorry. She's a talent acquisition specialist with 12 plus years of experience. Currently, she's working with Havelock One Interiors. She is a member of BKS Toastmasters Club, and also she is a humorous champion. She has made her way to DTAC 2021 in humorous category this year. So let's welcome Toastmaster Archana Shiv Prasad. Toastmaster Archana, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bijal Karia, for that lovely introduction. Good evening, one and all. Ramadan Kareem. Before I start my session, I was just listening to DTM Zahra regarding the importance of joining Toastmasters. I am comparatively a new Toastmasters compared to all the Toastmasters joined in this meeting. I joined Toastmasters in 2020 January, and it's been this is my second year. I would like to share one small story, and then I'll get into the session. I was not planned to share this, but DTM Sahara made me, and Toastmaster Tabassum Ali is here. So I'll just share you one small story of mine. I joined Toastmasters Club actually to participate in the contest. Contest was inspired. Like I participated in one of the contests, and it was an inspiration. And in our area director this year has arranged a session for training us how to attempt a humorous speech. She has done a number of sessions, and Toastmaster Tabassum Ali came and did her presentation with us to, which helped us to understand how to face a humorous speech. To be frank, I never thought I can pass jokes and I can make other people laugh. And this year, yes, I am one of the division champion. And, it's my pleasure to share this story. And the reason, coming here and sharing knowledge, Tabassum Ali from Kuwait came to our area and shared her experience with us. And it inspired all of us to participate in the contest. Now I would be competing with her in the coming DTAC. Sharing that beautiful story of mine, let me start the presentation today. So I can see some of our last time attendees. I can see Nasser. I can see few students who have participated in our last session. So probably they all helped me take you through this session. I would like to ask you a few questions in terms of our last presentation also, and we'll add few more information from my experience, and I hope this will give you some tips to take away. So let me share my screen. Ace your job interview. Now, as you all are aware, you know what an interview means. I have actually given this in my last session, and few information was from last session. I'll be sharing it again for the newcomers, and plus there are some new information also have added into the presentation. Now, as you all are aware, an interview is an opportunity for an interviewer and the candidate to exchange information. While the interviewer will evaluate your subject knowledge, experience, competencies, etc., you will understand about a company, about a new role, and what you have in you to offer to that company. Now, can I ask all the students who are participating here, when you decide to look for a job, what all preparation will you do? Can someone help me answering this? That what preparation will you do as an active job seeker? I can see Nasser there laughing. Yes, Nasser, attempt. Let me just, see if you remember my last session.
Yeah. So we can prepare the cover letter and the CV as well. Also, we could prepare to, prepare the different types of questions that might arise during the interview. Mm-hmm. And also try to look at the company's core values and try to maybe tailor your skills according to what they require from you, or the skills that the employability skills that they require from you.
Thank you. Excellent, Nasser. Thank you for participating. Basically, when you become an active job seeker, the first thing you will do is to prepare a CV, like you rightly said, and then you will find the relevant job openings through the job sources and will start applying for the position, correct? Now, in today's presentation, I would like to take you through some tips about CV preparation, a few things about job sources, and then the interview types, interview format, and then last but not the least, with one important information about candidate assessment by employers. So quickly go to CV preparation. Have you heard about 3 P's of CV? 3 P's. The first P is a CV should be precise, easy to read, well organized, correct information. You must check about spelling and grammars. And the next P is page, 1 or 2 pages with information in order. And the third P is position, specific to the position you are applying for. Use keyword from the job description. Now you may think that I prepared the CV already, and how will I get the keywords from job description? Now, even though you have prepared the CV, when you apply for a job, you will see the job description probably from the job sources. If you happen to miss any important skills or experience, you can go through the job description, take those keywords and add it in your CV. Why? We recruiter use keyword search for shortlisting CVs. For example, if I advertise a marketing manager position, I may get around 100 plus, even more sometimes, like application for that particular position. And it is very difficult for a recruiter to go through each CV and shortlist candidates, where we will use keywords. Keywords, we will take those words from the job description, important criteria, the must criteria required for the job profile, and we search for the candidates. So though you may be the right candidate, if you happen to not mention this information in your CV, there are high chances that you may not get the opportunity. So make sure that you use the important keywords in your CV. I'm not going to show you a CV format because there are a number of formats available. You can choose a clean one. But I would like to share some information where what all should be there in a CV. Definitely a heading with name and contact information. Why I mentioned this? Because I get CVs without contact information. Sometimes, you forget to add. This is one of the important information. Section titles, you can divide the CV with titles, like if you have, like, for example, educational qualification, experience. Now coming to objective and profile summary, you can have a brief summary about what you are looking for and what you are, a brief summary. And then the education, experience, skills, which can be technical or soft skills, any achievements or awards you have received, your interest, and references. References may not be, you may not need to list out references in the CV, you can give it later also, but these are the information you need to have in your CV while you prepare the same. Hope it is clear. Moving on to the job sources. There are n number of job sources available in the web. Probably you are following print media. You may get positions through WhatsApp. Different sources are there. I need to touch base on few job sources which are important, which you can follow. First and the foremost one is LinkedIn. Last time also I have mentioned, if you do not have a LinkedIn profile, please make one, because this is very, very important. Because these days recruiters use LinkedIn as one of the main source for finding the right talents. And it is very important to present us well in social media, because we are living in an era where our social media presentation can be accessible to anyone. So it is important for us to present in social media well. I'm sure probably the next presenter will cover that in detail. Moving on to the other databases available, Naukri Gulf, Bates, Indeed, Monster. These are all databases where you can go and register your CV. These are databases used by recruiters to find the candidates. Also, you can find job openings there. Glassdoor is one of the option. Glassdoor is not only for job. They have other like salary surveys, company surveys, everything. But yes, Glassdoor is one option. Google for Job is one platform where you get everything. Last but not the least, this company career pages. If you are a media professional, for example, you should know the media companies in Bahrain, correct? If you don't know, then you need to research and find out what companies are available. Go to their career page and find the positions. Now, these are just few job sources I have listed. You will get, like I mentioned, you will get n number of job sources available in web. Now, we have spoke about it last time. Who is going to tell me the types of interview? Probably you would have already attended few interviews by now. I'm not sure. Probably some of you might be already working. I'm not sure. So what are the types of interview you have come across? Who is available? I can see Iman. Iman was there last time. Who is going to tell me what are the types of interview you have come across? Unmute and tell me. I can't see the chat, unfortunately, since I'm sharing. See, sorry, I have already shown first. Anyone? No?
Face-to-face interview?
Of course, yes. Now, these days, one type of interview is very common because everyone don't want to actually meet face-to-face. So video call interview is very common these days. And of course, face-to-face interview, panel or one-on-one discussion. Now, when a recruiter calls you for an interview schedule, what information will you gather? Nasir has already covered few when he explained last time. Is there any other information?
I think the recruitee would gather information about the company and the position it be taken.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Ahmed. You know, when a recruiter calls you saying, hi Ahmed, tomorrow is your interview with us, can you come? So you definitely have to ask company details. At least you must have the company name already, the job description, which is one of the important thing, interviewer details. Why interviewer details is because, like I mentioned, now every business, every company details, every professionals are there in LinkedIn network, where you can actually go and see the interviewer before you actually meet him face to face. So interviewer details, time and location of the interview, these information you have to collect. Why we are collecting this job description and company details? What preparation will you do before? Now, Ahmed, tomorrow is your interview. What preparation will you do? Can you tell me, Ahmed?
I'll probably get myself formal, like I'll have a formal dress ready already.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Okay.
have a copy of my CV.
Of course.
And if I have any graduation certificates or academic certificates or courses, which I can actually present to the interviewer.
Surely, excellent. There are few more, like you have to prepare a little more about your the company you are going to present yourself. Research about the company, which is very important. There are some interviews I have come across when the interviewer asks, do you know something about our company? Oh, I'm sorry, like I have no details about the company, which will not impress the interviewer, correct? So research about the company and the industry, research about the position, you can read the job description, and possible interview questions. Last time also, like when I mentioned, like almost 70% of the questions um, you can list out that from the job description, from your CV. So these questions, you can list it out. You can do a mock interview with the help of your friend or family member. Prepare, which will help you definitely, at any level, this preparation will help you to present yourself better. And make sure you know the location of the interview so that you can reach there on time. Now, day of interview, there are few things you need to be very careful on the day of interview. First thing is be punctual. Keep your cell phone on silent mode. Dress code, wear comfortable, clean formals and well-groomed. Greet the interviewer with a smile and keep that smile with you throughout the session. I also want to see some smiles, like I'm smiling, I think. So keep that smile. It will, it will help you and the interviewer probably. Shake hands firmly. I don't think this is something we need to do at this time. This time, two important thing is wear mask and keep your social distancing. Make eye contact when you speak. Pay attention to your body language, open body language, and sit straight. Answer questions confidently. And these are a few things which you need to pay attention on the day of interview. Now, going to the interview format. See, there is no specific format as such, but always interview will start with a rapport building, correct? Sometimes like interviewer will go through the CV, he will see some hobbies and start asking you about your hobbies. So make sure you are putting your own hobbies. Otherwise, you may not be able to answer it. So rapport building is nothing but icebreaker. If you join Toastmasters, the first speech you are going to do is icebreaker, all about you. So similarly, during interview, first rapport building, then exchange of information, interviewer questions, and towards the end, your questions, and then the conclusion. This is the general format. But during the interview, there are few things. Whatever questions you get, speak clearly. Take time to think about your answers. I'm not saying take too much time, but when you get a question, think about it and then give the answer. Listen to the questions carefully. And if you don't understand the question, please ask the interviewer to repeat and explain. And one thing to remember is if you had a job before and if you happen to speak about that job, please do not criticize about your previous employer or colleagues. And please avoid controversial topics during the interview. One important thing is when you get a question, please don't try to give with an yes or no answer. Always answer with some explanation. For example, if our interviewer is asking you that, are you a team player? We can give an answer, yes, I am a team player. But when you give that answer with an example, for example, like, yes, I am definitely a team player. When I was working in this XYZ company, there was some project which we happened to work like 2 to 3 member team or 4 to 5 member team happened to work together. We successfully completed that project in the specified time, and we happened to get lots of appreciation from the client as well as the management. So this example will help the interviewer to understand you better, correct? So if it is just an yes or no answer, it may not impress the interviewer. Show confidence in your skills and be positive about what you have done. So these are like few things you need to remember when you happen to attend the interview. Now, interviewing and choosing candidates is never easy. You may think that giving interview is difficult, but the most difficult part is to find the right talent for the position. Choosing the right candidate is almost like putting that puzzle together, you know. So for positions towards, like, for example, from junior level to middle level towards the senior level position, if we have a position, we happen to receive lots of application, they go through number of levels of interview, and finally we may have around 4 to 5 candidates to choose from. Now, what do you think company do to select the right candidate? What do you think the company will do to select the right candidate? These 5 candidates might be exceptional candidates. It is difficult to choose one. And for example, you have given an excellent interview and you are very happy after the interview saying, I have given my best. But when the result came, you are not selected. So how it can happen? You may get disappointed, but I would like to explain some information here which will help you understand how a company choose the right candidate. For most of the companies choosing right candidate, the answer is that it is in the form of a post-interview evaluation. Actually, in our last meeting, we were talking from candidate's point of view, like how to give the interview. Now, today, I would like to discuss more from an employer point of view, and this will help you understand and will give definitely a few tips to you to present yourself well. Now, candidate assessment by employers, this happen in multiple levels. Now, the first level will be pre-interview evaluation. Pre-interview evaluation, we have already spoken about it. This is done mostly by HR department. They will do a basic requirement screening, qualification, technical skills from the CV, language skills. These things will be checked during the screening. And whoever getting shortlisted, mostly there'll be a test, aptitude test or trade test. Not necessarily for all the position, but there might be a test. And then the shortlisted candidate will move to the interview evaluation by hiring manager or competent manager. Now, this interview evaluation, we have already spoke that how the structure will be. This is between the interviewer and interview, what the structure will be. The most important thing is post-interview evaluation, where all the decision makers will gather and share their experience about each candidate, and they will have we mostly call it the assessment form, or even the interview scorecard. So they all sit together. Who all are the decision makers? Definitely the hiring managers who interviewed you, the head of department, and the HR personnel who are interviewing the candidate. So all of them sit together and they will have a form. And for example, if there is a 5 shortlisted candidate, equally qualified or equally talented shortlisted candidate, they will start comparing these candidates, educational background and their technical qualification and experience. So they will compare all the candidates and see like who fits in best for that particular profile. And communication skill. Not necessarily like, all position will need, the excellent communication skill and all, but there is a requirement. Like if there is a requirement for communication skill, this will be assessed. Enthusiasm and attitude, whether this applicant showed the right passion at the time of interview, whether the applicant has the right attitude, which can be suited to the organization. These things will be assessed. Team building, interpersonal skills. So, most jobs just aren't about working. They are about working together. Does the candidate have that skill or willingness to be a team player? this will be compared. Now, cultural fit. Company culture can, like, it depends, like each organization has its own culture, and it's important to find the right talent who fits into that culture. And that will be assessed mainly by the attitude. They will check the attitude during the time of interview, and this can be assessed, and they will be compared, like all this shortlisted candidate will be compared. So these are few criterias, like not necessarily like all the company will follow the similar criteria. There might be different criterias. Like I said, every company has its own, like some company will help you to, like for any interview, like for example, if you know that these are the criterias which an employer will check, it will help you to prepare well towards the interview. So with this, I am winding up today's session. I hope this presentation gave you some idea about the whole process of the interview from candidate perspective and from employer's perspective. And I would like to conclude this presentation by reminding you all that success is where the preparation and an opportunity meet. Thank you. And if you have any questions about this presentation or the area which I spoke, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, we will move back the control to the Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archana. I'm sure our students are ready to ace the job interview after the super informative tips received from you. So from now on, make a commitment to apply what you have learned. Put your information to use and it will give you the results beyond your expectation. Knowledge without application is like a pen without ink. It is potential that never saw performance. Knowledge is applicable and results are duplicable. And once you have applied it, make it your duty to teach it to others as well. If you can teach what you have learned and inspire others out of the results that you have gained from that application, you are on the fast track. Now, the digital age has led to the increase of social media amongst people. With the quarantine time, social media has gained attraction amongst all people, including the students. And it is a powerful marketing and positioning tool as you grow and manage your career. A thoughtful strategy allows you to interact with others, create tools, and share content with online audience. To make this journey digitally ahead, we have amongst us our second presenter, Toastmaster Raymond Pereira. He's a multi-talented individual. Right from the very young age, has ventured into designing and managing corporate startups in India, as well as support and guide the younger startups with friends and references. He has started up to three major companies in India. He has 20 years of experience in IT. Currently, he serves to the Kuwait Parliament as a senior IT analyst, and he handles the wide areas like software development, deployment, support, and security practices. A passionate trainer and a keynote speaker for corporates and in community domains across Indian constant learners. I think I feel seeing him as if he is sitting in a studio and is all ready for his presentation. Help me welcome our second presenter, Toastmaster Raymond Pereira.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, and thank you for the warm welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening, Ramadan Kareem. I want to make sure you can hear me and you can see me. Yes, that's good. Now, I'm going to talk about digital media and how to go surgically ahead. So I'm not going to have any presentation because I believe all of you are on digital media or social media. Raise your hands if you're on social media. Yeah, everybody raise their hand. Now I'm going to go one step ahead. On the chat box, put your social media handle if you are okay with it. Like I will put my Instagram handle on the chat, and I'm going to call it the IT Goan. So you can just put your chat. Oh, we have Khalid.a.y. Anymore? Anyone comfortable to do so? And I will talk about it, why it is important to share your social media handle. Yes, we have Ahmed Khalid, Saif Zaman. Wow, man, that's Twitter. And yes, people are coming forward. Please keep going. And this is also a networking tool. You know, in businesses in the olden days, hi, this is my visiting card. They still do it. But now, hi, this is my social media handle. Atsi Pixie. Wow, that's Tabassum Ali Al Jassim 10. Yes, keep letting it going. So thank you very much for attending this session. I'm going to try to make it as interesting that it can be. So first thing, I'm not going to have a PowerPoint. So make sure you can see my screen in the entirety of it, because all my presentation is going to be on the screen. So let us begin. Yep, as I said, this is me. I am Raymond. I'm also a progressive political consultant, which is making new leaders. And that's one of the goals that I have, not only through Toastmasters, but real life leaders in India and sometimes in Kuwait. I'm a certified trainer from Highfield. I'm a neurologist, linguistic practitioner. I'm a certified happiness coach. And I'm also a certified Facebook and Google digital marketing specialist. And apart from this, I have many other things which I do just to get ideas. Moving on. A little bit about me. Now, all of you are either students, working professionals, retired, or doing anything that you love to do. Like me, I didn't believe in social media. I said, no, I'm not going to share anything about myself to the world. Because they say hackers can see you. Hackers will steal your information. Isn't it? Nod your head if you agree, if you have heard about this. Or raise your hand. Yes, DTM Zahra said, hackers will see you. Hackers will find your confidential information and so on. So I said, as an IT professional, no, I'm not going to share anything. I just have a Facebook account because everybody's on Facebook and that's it. When I started working in the parliament, I realized I was just another IT guy. There are so many IT people, so many accountants, so many engineers, so many data entry, so many HR people. They didn't treat me as I was supposed to. So when I joined Toastmasters, I was still just another IT guy. And the reason being, I did not promote my skills as a public speaker, as a champion, as a trainer on social media. They said, no, be humble. Don't talk about your achievements. And most of us have grown up in this discipline. Be nice, be humble, put your head down, don't say the first word. So when I started listening to people, go on social media, go on Instagram, make it public. No, not for me. But I had to be different because I was not getting an increment. I was not getting a position. I did not know why. I was really good at my work until I started promoting my achievements on social media. I realized that because people started checking me out on social media, I got little more respect at work. People started coming to me for advice. People started honoring my efforts. My boss in the parliament said, Ray, you're a trainer in Toastmasters. Why don't you train the staff? All because he started following me on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn. And that's when I realized the power of social media to be digitally ahead than everybody else. We're going to get to that. So today I'm going to talk about three things: understanding your need, social behavior, and how to adapt to social media. And before that, we're going to have a small game, a very, very small activity. You can put it on chat. Oh, yes, Tabassum, you have retired. No, there's no such thing called retirement because we need to survive. And I know you are surviving. You are a champion now. Come on, you're not retired. You're starting. You're still a kid. So let's go. Go ahead. We're going to have a small game and I'm going to talk about it. Now, my colleague who was speaking about interviews, let's look at this. I draft a lovely CV with all the points. And Tabassum, who's also applying for the same job, has the same graduation certificates, same external certificates, same marks or close to same marks, is a fresher, very cheerful, as you can see. She keeps laughing all the time, that even we laugh at her. We are well dressed. Okay, I'm wearing a hat. She's more dressed. But still, how do people choose your CV the first time? One modern thing that is happening, most of the multinational companies have softwares which will not only read your CV, but will also search for you on the net. They will start crawling and seeing how popular this guy is, how many articles he has written, depending on the job, how many followers he has, how good is his CV on LinkedIn. As we just spoke about, everybody checks professionals on LinkedIn. So what happens here is, does this person stand out on internet, in his social life, or not? Or he's just a nerd with his skills. I'm not saying that because you're on social media or not on social media, you will not have an opportunity. It's just that chances or probabilities are lesser than the ones that are popular. And even if you have a job, I want you to showcase your skills. So tell me, how will person A or B get the job? Let's put it on the chat. I actually gave you the answer, but put it on the chat. Both are equal when they submitted their CVs. Anybody? You can type your answers. If you want to speak out, it's also how interactive they are. Tabassum, yes, they can join Toastmasters. Good public speaking skills or public skills. Yes, very much. Anyone else? I see more people typing. Yes, let's do this. Update your social media profile. Very good. Communication skills. All these skills, whether it's communication, whether it's your digital presence online, group interact, good answers. Yes, of course, you need to be able to talk. You need to be able to suggest, you need to advise and do many things. Thank you. So let's move on. You kind of got consistency. Yes, very much. Active and extracurricular, how many curricular activities they do have and how are they around people. If you see yourself with a lot of followers communicating, interacting, discussing, yes, you will get through. Now, let's go to the first topic, understanding social media or understanding human behavior around social media. What makes social media work? Is it the software? Yes or no? How does social media work? Is it because there is Twitter, there's a big website, or there's YouTube, a big website, or servers? What makes social media work? Any idea? Users, because of people. But what of that users? Like they say, YouTube has 1 million users. They say Facebook is like another country. What of that users? Interesting stuff, Khalid, wonderful. A human needs to socialize. Yes, the content, what you post, makes social media alive. People post tons of things. I went to the mall. I have a selfie. I went to eat something great. I'm going to India. I have achieved something, the big award. You keep posting content, and the more content you have, the more bigger social media works. Because Tabassum may want to know, what is Ray learning? I posted on social media, Tabassum will immediately send me a message. Ray, that's great, I would like to learn. Or Wafa is doing something, I see her on social media and she's posted it. So the interaction, the connection of social media makes it work. But before I come to why I'm there in social media, I have to say something. What content you put in social media will define how people around you will interact with you. I'll give you an example. You went for this nice party and everybody's having fun. People took photos and then you put it on social media. It's fine, no problem. But let's say you go for an HR job and those photos are public. The softwares will find them and it makes an impression. Yes, you need to work on your permissions, who sees your stuff, but your content which you upload will define what you want to achieve. Like me particularly, I put stuff that I achieve. I put my daughter's achievements because I want social media to find when my daughter grows up, her achievements will already be indexed by Google. So when she goes for a job, Google will find it and say, hey, Raymond's daughter is already well known. She's already achieved so much. She's been publicly speaking for the last 20 years. Like recently, I think Tabassum might have seen it or Wafa might have seen it. My daughter, who's a 7-year-old child, was speaking publicly in the garden in front of public. And I posted it online. And a lot of people contacted me about it. So yes, you need to be careful, but you can also share what does not create any damage. Now, why are you in social media? Can anybody answer? Knowledge, yes, you need to, correct. Why are you in social media? You, each one of you. All of you put so many links and profiles. And so why are you in social media? Socialize, networking, entertainment, attention. Wow, attention. I love that, Khalid. Connection, to stay updated. To be with current times, trend topics. Yes, knowing people's views and opinion. Yes, being around. Now, these are your general views. Or some of you might be your actual view. To be myself more. I agree with you, Ahmed. Why am I into social media? Is to get more business. Connect with more business-minded people. Get a better job. Promote myself as a consultant. So when you see my post, it is basically promoting me as a product. So when I am in social media, I know why I'm there. Yes, I will post that I'm eating Chinese food, but I will mostly post the fact that I am doing something even bigger. I'm giving advice. I'm trying new ideas. I'm experimenting. Why am I doing this? Is because potential jobs, potential opportunities will see me and contact me. I want people so that when I go to a job opportunity or when I go to a customer, I've already broken the ice because he said, hey, you are that Raymond, right, from Instagram. Yes, that's me. I broke the ice. So that is why I'm there. What is out there that I want to learn? Knowledge, as somebody put it. Find candidates, as Archana said. Yes, that's why she's there on social media. What is out there in social media? And lastly, what is my content? Who will like it? If I put that I'm going to India, maybe few people will like it. You're not reaching out to the maximum audience you have. You might have 1 million followers, but you will see very few will like your post because your content does not reach the maximum. So you have to build content that will reach maximum audience. So this is your need. Why are you there in social media? Moving on. Yes. Which is the media right for me? There is Instagram, there is Facebook, there is Twitter, there is LinkedIn, there is TikTok, there is Snapchat. Oh my God, so many social media platforms. But you need to know which one will work for you. Now, I am on LinkedIn. That's where probably the Master of Ceremonies got my intro. I am on Facebook because a big chunk of my audience is from India, and most Indians are on Facebook. I'm on Twitter because I love controversy and I like to have these opinions about politics and so on. I am on Instagram because I like to be creative and share my achievements. And finally, I'm now going to start on YouTube because I have a lot to teach. So find out which is the right medium for you. Second thing is how much to disclose. Yes, this is the part where you're supposed to be worried about hackers. You can say, I have a daughter. This is her photo, if you're comfortable. But you don't need to tell people which school she goes. Where does she play? What friends she has? You don't have to diverge too much information. You have to say enough that will help her and help you. What is my niche? Many people say, no, it is too weird to say things on social media. I don't want to be another life coach, or I don't want to be giving advices on marriages. Or no, what is your niche? What are you good at? I am an IT professional. I love painting art. I will talk about it. I will not talk about something that I'm not so good at, where somebody will question me and say, Ray, that is wrong, what you posted. So what is your niche? So when you are posting on social media, do what you love to do. You love gardening, talk about it. You love accountancy, engineering, Toastmasters, talk about it. And is it cliche and cheap? No. We are always scared to talk in public. And we are even more scared to make a video and publish it online. Because we say, no, people will say it's cliche. I thought about it same, but then I realized somebody out there is being inspired by what I'm doing. Somebody out there will give me a business opportunity because of what I did. And somebody out there will take me to another level and keep me ahead. So you need to understand your social platform. How to do social media? First thing is study your audience. If it is business, focus on LinkedIn. If it is your videos and training and teaching, focus on YouTube. So study your audience. Where is my audience? If most of the Middle East is either on Snapchat or Instagram, find them and then post your content there. People, what they do, they make one poster and they put it on all the medias. Sorry, doesn't work. In Facebook, you can make a poster and say, please share. But when you take that poster and put it on Instagram, you can't share on Instagram unless you install another software to share. So you need to design your content different. Like a video on Instagram is 1 minute approximately, unless you do IGTV. On YouTube, it's unlimited. On Facebook, it can go on for 3-4 hours. You need to decide how it is. Second thing is consistency. If you are posting once a week, please post once a week. If you are posting once a day, please continue to post once a day. Do not make it 1 day and then 10 days you don't post anything. Because the social media, someone said, it is for the users, it is for the content. If so, the platform says, the person is not posting, I will not promote her content. She's got 1,000 followers, I will show it only to 2 people or 10 people because she is not consistent. That is how social media platforms punish you if you are not consistent. Last thing is, do not make it a job to be on social media. No, what content will I put today? Oh, I have to make a video. Oh, I have to make a poster. You need to have fun. Whatever you do on social media, you need to enjoy it. Get your LinkedIn profile up. Get your Instagram profile up. Do things, enjoy while you do. I will tell you my strategy, what I have done. I have currently 4 social media platforms, and I have the 5th one, YouTube, coming up soon. As a business professional, my primary platform is LinkedIn, where I put articles, where I put my achievements. My second primary is to influence is in Instagram. And if you notice, to lead in LinkedIn, I have @Raymond Pereira because I want to promote my name. But on Instagram, in Twitter, in Facebook, I have put the IT Goan. Goan is, I come from Goa. IT is my profession, and the IT, because that's my brand. And I'm slowly coming up with YouTube, the IT Goan on YouTube, because this is how my strategy is. LinkedIn is to lead. Instagram is to influence people. Twitter is controversy, to debate. Facebook is to empower my audience. And YouTube is going to be for training. So this is how I work, and this is how my strategy, and this is how I am constantly digitally ahead. So it's a very basic session. If you have more doubts, you have time for question. Maybe I know I'm out of time. I'll just have 1 more minute for questions, and we can move on. Any questions, please put it up. All right, I guess there are no questions, so you can leave it to the moderator and over to the Master of Ceremonies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raymond Pereira. That was a pool of information, I will say. We all are on social media, but we never knew how useful medium it is. So thank you once again. Your self-confidence will bring you deals that talent alone cannot close. Self-confidence comes from preparation. It comes from knowledge and unbeatable practice. That is a lethal combination that will take you onto the world platform, no matter what area of expertise you're looking for. If the resources are not flowing in your direction, instead of minimizing on your dreams and gnawing off at hope, invest time in getting ahead on yourself. As you do, flows and paths and doors will start opening up for you. A person who is focused more on doing a great job and as a result, creating life for himself will create great value for himself. When you make a vision board, make one of what you will do and what you will accomplish. So what's your vision with your job, with your business, with yourself, and what will you do to accomplish that? To answer all these questions, we have amongst us a certified coach and a trainer She is the Learning and Development Manager at the Australian College of Kuwait and she's a professor. She joined in Toastmasters in April 2011 and achieved the Distinguished Toastmaster status twice. Wow, what an achievement. She has been an area division and also the district program quality director. She is the immediate past district 20 director. Her motto in life was what goes around comes around. Please put your hands together to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Wafa Salman.
Thank you very much, our MC. Good evening, leaders, CGD area director, leaders, members, and guests, students of the college. Now, today, I'm going to share with you the few points that we gather among our journey through life. Since we were a student graduate until we are now professional. So let me share my screen. Great. Gain an edge on your career. As DTM Khalid said, opportunity will come, but I will add a little bit something on it. Opportunity will come when you are ready. It will not come if you're not ready. That's very important. So I will advise you from now on, be ready and make sure that your skills are being done in the right time. I will share with you 7 points, which will make you ready to leave the university or to graduate and to reach success at your profession. And this is from my experience with our students at the college. Sometimes we will hire them internally and they will do their internship as it's a course in our college. And some other times we will make some job fair and teach them everything they need to do before they step out. And the first thing we'll tell them, concentrate on your strength. That's very important. Each one of us has got different skills. We have strength and we have weaknesses. We have opportunities and we have threats. And that's the SWOT analysis that we do to ourselves when we grow up and when we are in this profession. And it should be done on a regular basis. Focus on these strengths. If you stay focused on the strength, you will achieve what you are looking for. All of us has got weaknesses. I will guarantee none of us here or in the world doesn't have weakness. But when we know what are our strengths, we utilize them to the maximum. And by that, we will shine. If I'm good in speaking, then I'll make myself in my job doing the things that make speaking as presenting something, negotiating, do whatever that shine this skill in me. So by knowing your strength, you will understand who you are, you will understand yourself better, and you will make sure that you will reach your goal one day. So what I want you to do is, after this session, sit with yourself and write 3 of your strengths and 3 of your weaknesses. Embrace your strength and put a plan to work on your weaknesses. And this is doable. I used to have long time ago, when I graduated from engineering, I used to have a weakness, which is I speak quickly. And the people cannot understand when I'm presenting myself, the professor cannot understand because like I'm speaking in a very quick speed. I put this as a weakness and I worked on it. I will not tell you that I was superhero and I did it before I joined my work, no. But the first year of my work, I worked on this particular skill. And because I'm trainer and I'm teaching the diplomas in engineering, I used to at that time. I worked on this skill and I practiced. And I start speaking slowly, adequately, pauses where we need to pause, and speed up where we need to speed up. So it's a skill. I made it, and you see now I'm talking in a good manner, or in a good speed, I can say. And by that, you are understanding what I'm talking about. However, I'm not a native speaker. So that's the first advice. Second advice I will tell you is don't let failure scare you. And this is important. Mistakes can happen. And we, as a human being, God creates us and He let us do mistakes. The issue is not doing mistakes. The issue is in repeating the mistakes. I will do mistakes, but I will correct them. And I'll make sure that I'm not going to repeat this mistake again. You might end up, if you work on yourself and make sure that it's okay to do mistake. However, make sure you are working well, you're preparing yourself well. And if mistake happen, here you will grow. Because without mistakes, we don't learn. I did a lot of mistakes. And each one of us is and will keep on doing mistakes. Every mistake we do, we'll take it as a lesson. And we'll move from that point. This is a lesson that we'll learn from, and we will teach it to others when the time comes. So learn what your mistakes are, learn from them, and move ahead. And that's how you will be smarter. So my third advice goes with strive for excellence and successful follows. Don't say like, I want to be successful. I want to go with success. Yes, but always, I'm not telling you to be perfectionist because that was another problem I had long time ago. I'm working on it still. But always try to be the best. In exams, let me remind you with your grades now. When you go to an exam and you say, I'm looking for 100. You may take 100, but you may take 90. You may take 80. But if you go from home to exam and say, I'm looking for just a passing grade, you may not pass. So always, always, always look for excellence. And this is one of the core values that we have at Toastmasters. We reach excellence by commitment, by dedication, by working on our skills and growing ourselves. And that's very important to work on. The norm of the world change when you step out of college, and you will see the world in a different thing. And here you need to prove yourself. You need to show the people what skills and talents you have. Each one of us is unique. You are unique. I'm unique. So let's show the world our uniqueness and make sure that we are shining there. So always, always, always strive for excellence. Now, people say don't dream and we are not kids anymore and daydreaming and these things. You know, if we stop dreaming as a human being, we will die mentally, not literally. Always dream big, always dream to be a better version of yourself, as Khalid said and as Zahra said. Always see yourself in that position. Always they say, dress for the position. If you are a normal employee, which is a junior, and you want to be a manager, dress like that manager. When you dress and behave like that manager, you will reach that position. It's not just visualization, it's actualization. You are living it and you will reach it. So my fourth advice, don't let your dreams, always dream and dream big. And I will guarantee you that you will reach satisfaction at your work, at your college, if you always keep dreaming and don't let anybody ruin this dream for you. As we say, I have a dream, always say that to yourself. And by that you will understand yourself and you will see different capabilities within you. My fifth advice, don't forget to live and live your life. Yes, I'm asking you to study hard, give your best, get the best grades, because I know that grades are not what you are. But unfortunately, in our systems in the Middle East, grades are a step. Either if we want to register for our MBAs, grades makes a difference. Sometimes in some jobs, they need a special score. So yes, you may be much better than your grades, but always study hard and get the best of your grades. Here, you have to find some time for your pleasure and you have to enjoy life. While you are studying, manage your time properly. Work on studying and have friends, meet friends, be with family, and family is a priority. Have fun. Life is short. Enjoy it to the maximum. While studying, keep on having fun. Yes, some of you may be from these nerds that like studying and do nothing except studying, but you will miss those lives, especially the college years. College years are amazing. And when you start working, when we were at college, we said, oh my God, when we will start working? But when we start working, we start saying, I wish I go back to the college years and enjoy my life with my friends. So keep enjoying your life and don't stop enjoying at college, with your family, with your friends, with yourself. Here, my sixth advice for you is to have a vision. You know, in our life, we move on. But if we don't see where we are heading, we reach nowhere. It's like the GPS. If you did not put the right address for the GPS, it will let you go anywhere, which is not your target. So the vision you will have is how you see yourself in the future. Just look at yourself and see, oh, I want to be that person. I want to be that manager. I want to be that professor. I want to be that guitarist, whatever, it doesn't matter. Put a vision. Having a vision is a helpful thing for the rest of your life, because it's the guide for you to walk on the success and life. My last advice is don't wait for opportunity, create them. And as I said in the beginning, opportunity will not wait for you. And here is very important to be ready. How we're going to be ready. Now, You are in the college and you are a student. This is great time to prepare yourself for an opportunity that may come in the future. How can I prepare myself? When I do some internship for my students, this course, they will work in different departments, and sometimes they will work in my department as I'm L&D manager in the corporate training. I will guide them through how to present well, how to do the proper searching, how to have critical thinking. And I will deal with them as if they are normal workers. It will be a real internship. Now, this is an opportunity that I don't accept any of the students to be in my department because we have standards and they have to meet it. So that's one of the opportunities that students should take and work on. One of the opportunities that you can do, which is the Toastmasters. Everything I've said from the beginning of my session, it's about yourself. How to be a better person, how to dream, how to work on yourself, how to enjoy, and how to get opportunities. In Toastmasters, we learn all these things. We learn time management. I teach time management. But if you attend a course time management for once, will that guarantee you that you're managing your tasks within the right time? In Toastmasters, what we do is that we manage our time properly. And we see that there is a red, there is a green, there is a yellow cards, and we need to stop when it needs to stop. So it's very important to practice, to apply these skills. So that's one of the skills you can work on with us in Toastmasters, which is time management, presentation skills, public speaking. And we have in our speeches or our paths, I can say, different paths that can work with several professions. We have paths for leadership. We have paths for presentation. We have paths for humorous. So each profession has got a path. So you can dig deep in that particular skill and work on it to sum it up. What I want you to do is keep on working, believe in yourself, stay motivated, stay up to the level, and always, always see that you are a person that you can make yourself a better person anytime you want. Opportunities will come whenever you're ready, so always be ready. That's very important. Failure, it happens. Make sure that you learn from your mistake. And as Khalid said, and or the introduction, he never give up and he's not a quitter. And that's very important thing you have to put in your mind. Never quit. Whatever life brings to you, like they say, if life gives you a lemon, make it a lemonade. So use your resources in your life and make the best out of it. You will have struggles, you will work hard, but eventually you will reach your dream. What I want you to do in these years is make your life worth. Work on yourself, gain those skills, and gain the edge on your career. Step outside of your comfort zone and work on your skills. Thank you for this opportunity. I really enjoyed being with you. If there is any question, I'm ready to answer. If there's no question, I will return back the control to the MC of the night.
Thank you, DTM Wafa Salman, for that super motivational session. Yes, as DTM Wafa rightly said, don't wait for opportunities, create them. Be a better version of yourself. Take the first step in your journey. Join Toastmasters. Now let's move on to a wonderful session. I'm sure, and I think you all have experienced this. And as we are getting late, without further ado, let me introduce our table topic master to conduct the table topic session. She is a Toastmaster since 2016, a dual member of Maze Springs Toastmasters Club and Laugh Out Toastmasters Club Kuwait, a humorous speech champion. She has been a winner at club level for 3 consecutive years, and she has conducted 5 global virtual unconventional competitions. Her hobbies are dancing, painting, trekking, and her motto in life is live life king size. Wow. And above all, she is very well known for her fun-filled table topic sessions. So let's welcome Toastmaster Tabassum Ali.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Our Timor, you're doing an amazing job, and I better live up to the expectation because the keynotes were so amazing. I was literally drowned into it. Now, actually, I have a PowerPoint presentation of topic, but I always kind of go impromptu. So let me start giving a topic which is impromptu. I just made up some topics. So we'll begin with our first presenter. So I would request our moderator to highlight our first presenter, Archana. A spotlight our presenter Archana. And who would like to go first? Come on, students, who would like to go with Archana? It's a duet topic, okay? It's an interview, it's a scenario of interview where Archana is the interviewer and you are the interviewee. So who would like to go? I can see Ahmed Ansari. Awesome. Okay, can we have both of them spotlighted? And please spotlight them, and initially just spotlight me till I explain the topic, and then I'll remove my own spotlight. Okay, so we have Archana. Let's have Ahmed as well. Ahmed, please spotlight him. Excellent. Okay, so here goes the topic. Yes, and I hope you can see the timer. Timer, you have the same 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so now Archana is the interviewer, and now make it interactive. Okay, don't one of them just don't go on talking. So let it be interactive. Now Ahmed has given his CV, which is fabulous, and Archana is very impressed with it. Now comes the crucial part.
Just 1 minute. Let me just hand in the CV. Let's just take something. Yeah. And the CV is in on your table, Toastmaster Archana.
Yes, and now the crucial part is there where Archana is asking that what is the salary you are negotiating. Now, Ahmed, you need to get the best deal out of your interview, the best salary, right? So how will you sell yourself and get the best salary from Archana? And how will Archana try to save her company with that extra money? So I want to see this duet between the two of you for the next 2 minutes. So the interview is done. Now comes to the salary scale. Over to you. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, Ahmed. Now let's discuss about your salary expectation. Can you just give me an idea about what salary you're expecting?
As I'm already a graduate from the university, I think I deserve anything over 400 because, well, I have a degree and by law I get 400.
So you're expecting a 400 for this position.
And I also have other skills. I think my skills would be good enough for your company and would be quite helpful. I'm a Toastmaster. I'm sitting in the meeting right now. Okay. I'm a Toastmaster and I'm also a really good writer. I'm a translator and I've had experience translating in court sessions. So I think my skills would be good enough for your company. So it's up to you now to decide.
Great, Toastmaster Ahmed, and great to know that you're part of Toastmaster fraternity. Now, I must say that if looking at your experience and the whatever you have presented during the interview, I must say that what you are expecting is not as per market standard. I think that you need to at least expect around BD 500 for your skills and experience. Plus, you are a Toastmaster, and I think your seeking skills will help our company to get more. And you have applied for the marketing position. I'm sure that our company will find more opportunities. So I think we are ready to offer you BD 500 for this position. And what you want to say about it?
Yes, I have one more thing to add. I have a really good social media following, so I think I can also advertise your company a bit more.
Great. I think welcome to my company, Toastmaster Ahmed. Great to have you on board. You can start from tomorrow. Over to you, Toastmaster Tabassum Ali.
Thank you so much.
Wait, I'm not done negotiating, but okay.
No, you got your 500 BD. You got your 500.
Right.
It's already read now. Next candidate is invited. Now, seriously, Ahmed, I mean, this is an interview and this is a make believe. At least you should have asked 1,000. You know, you asked 400 BD that, you know, a poor Archana instead of negotiating.
I just got into my professional life. Like, I'm just still finding my steps.
Come on, go for 1,000 that she said, I'll give you 100 more. Please come to the company.
I never got it for negotiating.
Exactly. So great going.
Anyway,
so guys, next time when you go for the interview, this is the best time to bargain. Don't compromise and give up upscale. Okay, come to how you go to a shop, come to a middle level. This is the time we can really bargain on your salary. Another tip for you. Thank you so much, both the candidates, and please take off your spotlight. So we'll move on to the next one. Yes, let's get Raymond on board. Raymond. Now, Raymond is the interviewer, and who's the interviewee? Who would like to go next?
Yusuf wants to try. Yusuf,
yeah, but come on, your video should be, open your videos. Okay, before that, why don't everybody open the video? I want to see everybody. Come on, open the video.
Yes,
to take a screenshot.
I open my video.
Yeah, come on. I'll give you 2 seconds. Everybody open the video. I'm counting 3, and we'll take a nice group picture. 1, 2, 3. Faisal, Iman, Badiha, Mamoon, Afra, Lemez, Ahmad. Come on. 1, 2. Faisal, Iman, Badiha, Mamoon. Come on. 1. Lemez, come on. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Again, one more.
Smile.
Awesome. Okay, no, don't say smile. Open your video. Faisal. That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, I got as much as the videos are on. Okay, so now we will have Raymond spotlighted and we have Yusuf spotlighted. Okay, now your question is, now you're sitting in the interview, but you have posted something really controversial, which has caught the attention of the interviewer. Now you have to justify yourself why that controversial post was posted. Whatever it is, I'll leave it up to you, the controversy. So you need to justify to Raymond why you posted something which is against the company is not liking it. Okay, over to you.
What is the position I'm applying for, the job?
Okay, any position.
The job that you are is, let's say you are in the legal department. Hi, Mr. Yusuf. I have received this complaint that you posted something really nasty on your Facebook page. And I believe some of the staff who are following you took offense. And you being from the legal department, I don't expect this from you. What do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say that all the information was there is actually a truth and it's a fact. The fact that it's bring to the light, it's then someone is going to take an action to change it. The second reason is I did choose my words very specifically and very cautious about it since I'm in the legal department. I know what legal words I can use, even if it can have another meaning which might be bad or mean, but still I did use a word that can be legally accepted. So that's why I believe it is acceptable. It's not against the law.
Okay, but since I believe it's going to affect the image of the company, I would like you to take it down.
Well, I believe the company can say that those facts might be true or might not be true, and they will start investigation, and they after that start over-solving some of them if they found any. And after that, I can take it down by another post. It was solved.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you, Yusuf. But just to be careful in the future, avoid putting something that would lead into a controversy. What do you feel?
I feel actually if I never put something like that, then if there is something going on, who am I supposed to report to? Who is going to take an action? I believe the customers have the right to know as well. I mean, they are buying from us, they are using our company. Moreover, I am in the law department, so I am very sure of what I'm doing. It's not against the law. But
know
I'll
what,
be more
Yusuf?
careful, yeah.
Okay. You know what, Yusuf? I like you. I really like honest people. So yes, you have a voice, you can use it. I'm really proud of you, but just be a little careful, be free, be alert, so that we don't have into unnecessary complications. Thank you, Yusuf. If you have something to say, go ahead.
You're welcome, thank you.
Thank you. That was excellent. And I like the confidence Yusuf was answering. It's like, he's been caught red-handed posting something on social media. It's like, no, it was not against the law. Yes, I posted. And he totally took the responsibility. And really, and that is one thing I think, Wafa, who somebody mentioned, you have to be honest about yourself. Don't go about fibbing. Don't say anything dishonest. Be very honest with your CV. And that will really come across to the interviewer. So great going, Yusuf. Excellent. And thank you, Raymond, so much for being a sport and participating. Great. Thank you. Okay, moving on to our next trainer, DTM Wafa Salman. And yes, which interviewee will like to take the challenge?
Saif wants to go next.
Oh, come on. Come. You're in Hindi, it's called Lambi Desh Ka Ghoda. That turtle who goes on and on and on, never stopping. You're like that, never giving up, kind of. Okay, so now your skill is like totally, you have to sell yourself. Okay, just convince DTM Wafa to hire you by hook or by crook. So now you have to convince DTM Wafa why you should be hired. You have to tell why you are better than the rest of them, why you should be hired. Over to you.
Yes. First of all, I am a freshly graduated student. I have been volunteering with a volunteers club. I have the lack of Can you repeat the question again?
Okay, you have the edge of your career. You have to sell yourself. What are your strengths? Why should DTM Wafa employ you? Why you should be employed, basically?
Saif, I have got several CVs and all of them are university graduates. What makes you different? Tell me, why should I hire you?
Yes, you should hire me because I have previous experience in the field. Sorry. I have been working with some of the volunteers and internships around since beginning of my university, so I have more experience than other students.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to work 24/7, day and night, just to make the sale of the company high. And I have been a freshly Toastmaster, a graduated freshly Toastmaster, so it would help to increase the communication skills within the company. And I'm actively active on Instagram and LinkedIn. I have been offered so many jobs, but I wanted to come to your company. I had so many ambitions and dreams to join the company.
Great. I want to ask you one question. Are you ready or are you able to work in a team? It's challenging here within us.
Yes, and in my university, most of the group works and projects are given as a team member. Since the day one, I love to be a team member or a leader myself, so I can control and do the work and check if it's assigned properly.
Great. So as I see the talent that you have. What I want you to do in the next interview that I will have a committee with me, I want you to present us something about a product to sell, because we need the sales to be increased, as you said. So how you sell a product, you will tell us that in the second interview. Prepare yourself and welcome. Back to you, Tabassum.
Thank you so much. That was an excellent interview. And Seth started with little hiccups, but then I feel he took off really well by saying, yes, I'm a Toastmaster. I have these talents. So excellent, Seth. Excellent. Now I would like Seth to remove your spotlight and DTM Wafa to remain under spotlight. And we want the next volunteer, the next interviewee to come. Who is the next interviewee? Yes, who volunteered? Anyone volunteered? Who's the next interviewee? Batul, Iman, Faisal, Nasser, Lamiz. Yes, Iman, anyone who would like to go? Come on. Nobody wants to
Opportunity
go
will
for
not
interview.
come. You have to
Absolutely.
come. To
I think they don't want to switch on their videos. I think we should allow them
Okay.
with your video off.
No problem. Put the video
It's
off and
okay.
you can participate. What about Batul? Faisal? Nasser, Iman?
Maybe
Madiha?
Afrah? Maybe Afrah? Would you like to participate?
Afra, you
Afrah?
want to participate? She's my daughter. She will not participate. I call her to see the keynotes. Okay, Sadiq, come on, you come in. Okay, Yusuf can try. Yusuf, come in. Yusuf, you already participated, right? You would like to go
Yes,
again?
I did. Yes, I did participate.
Okay, but since no one is going, can we give him a chance again? But I saw Sadiq, would you like to try? Sadiq.
Hello, good
He might
evening. Yeah, I
participate.
don't mind. Yeah.
Okay, Yusuf will call you for the next one. And no, Sadiq, I'll call you for the next one. Yusuf, come now. It will be interesting. Spotlight Yusuf. Sadiq, please wait. Yeah, Yusuf, come. You are required. Okay, now you need to, you just heard Saif, who was giving Saif. Yeah, you just heard Saif. Okay, now you are the next interviewee. You need to tell why not to take Saif and why to take you. Okay, so now you have to convince DTM Wafa why you should be employed. Okay. Over to you.
Okay, so you will start by asking me the question.
Yes, Yusuf, I see your CV. It's a little bit about you, but I want to know exactly why should I hire you in my company? What you're gonna bring to us that can value the company?
First of all, I have a lot of experience since uni and since I was in school as well. So I used to be a Boy Scout. I used to be the secretary. So I have idea about the secretary work even. I used to be a leader. I used to be in student council in school. After that, I used to participate in a lot of school events and I used to present my school. The second thing that your company will get is simply a lot of profit and a lot of good relationships with other sponsors and company. In short, you will get more profit and more money. What is wrong about that? That's the best thing ever. Moreover, I have experience in the work already because of the university last year program. Moreover, I have experience in Toastmaster. I did already do a lot of presentations and workshops as well before I got into a Toastmaster. So I already have the experience and I am very friendly and I deal with the groups as well and I take lead sometimes.
And if I want you to tell me, how can you make a product to sell for anyone? Let's say I want you to sell a pen, a blue pen. How can you sell me that?
It's really easy. Make the pen sound as if it is a lifesaver for them and play with their emotions. So for example, tell them what's wrong about having another pen with you. Let's say, for example, you want to show an officer to a meeting and you suddenly forget your pen. Oh, you have another pen in your bag. It saved your life. You signed. It can be a lifesaver sometimes. Who knows?
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next meeting. And good sense of humor. Back to you, Tabassum.
Absolutely amazing attempt, Yusuf. And I can say that this interview was better than the previous one. There was more confidence because the more you practice and more you attempt these interviews, you become a better person. And you right now is a classic example. So great going, Yusuf and DTM Wafa. Thank you so much for being such a sport. Now,
I'm very thought about selling a pen.
Selling a pen. Okay, Faisal, now you're speaking. When I was asking that time, you were not opening your mouth. Now I already asked.
No problem.
You'll speak now, Faisal.
Oh,
Okay,
I
but,
mean, there was someone I think before me. Yeah.
yeah, Sadek was there. Sadek, would you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to speak or Faisal will speak? Who would like to go
Let
ahead?
him speak and then I'll speak after him.
Do we have
It's
time for
okay,
two
let
people?
Faisal. If he wants, he can go for it. Faisal, you can go for it.
No, no, it's fine.
Okay. Are you decide the time is going? Who wants to go? Faisal, Sadek?
No, let him.
Okay, Faisal.
He said
Okay,
first.
Faisal. Okay, Sadek. Sadek will go ahead. Sadek,
Okay.
now I want please highlight Zahra and please highlight Sadek.
Okay.
No, please highlight Khalid. Please highlight Khalid and please highlight spotlight Sadek. Zara, you wait.
I
Achha, no,
cannot
please.
spotlight them because their camera is not on, unfortunately.
Achha, okay. Sadek and you, Zara and Sadek. Just highlight two of them. Will not spend much time. Just highlight both of you. Sadek's Sadek is, yeah. Now Zara, spotlight yourself. Okay, now Sadek, our CGD Khalid has employed you with 1,000 Bahraini dinar. So you come home and you express your excitement to your mother, Zahra. Okay, so now I want an interaction between you and your mother, Zahra. So you have got a salary of 1,000 Bahraini dinar. So let's hear it from you. Over to you.
Okay. I just expressed my feeling, right?
Yes, all the three interviewers, DTM Wafa, Toastmaster Archana, DTM Raymond, they've all had a conference and they've passed you. Okay, you got the job now. So now express your happiness. And CGD Khalid will pay you the money. Okay, he's your employer. Yeah, over to you.
Okay. Mom, I have a great news for you. Do you know that's the work that the job that I was looking for since 6 months, and I was keep searching for it. Finally, I got the third interview with Mr. Khalid, and he accepted me, and he offered me thousands Bahraini riyals for that, which is above my expectations. I'm really excited about it. And since I love this job and I was seeking for it since 6 months, I'm very excited about it. What do you think?
Wow, congratulations, my son. I knew that you will do it, and it's all because of my prayer. Of course, you studied hard and you worked hard. You prepared yourself for the interview, but of course, it was all because of me.
Definitely, for sure. Thank you very much for your prayer, and back to you.
Thank you, Sadiq, but I feel it doesn't have to be just thank you. I should get a little amount from your salary. My prayers are not for free. Now you're getting 1,000, so how much will you pay me?
All my money will go for you.
Then please give them my IBAN account.
Sure.
Awesome. Thank you. That is a typical Arab mother, asking a salary. Excellent. I think, yes, now after this table topic segment and after the keynote speeches, all of you are going to ace the interview, right? If yes, then show some reactions. Yeah, awesome. So that brings to the end of my segment. And yes, be a Toastmaster, have an edge on your career and your public speaking skills. All the best to all of you. See you in the club. Back to you.
Great segment. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tabassum Ali, for yet another wonderful table topic section. I think all of them were feeling sleepy, but it rejuvenated everyone. They are back with full energy after the session.
I have a question.
Yes, Lames.
That's why I'm not to participate with this part. I'm a freshly graduate and I haven't any experience or any work before. If they ask me the same question, how can I answer?
So your question is for which Can you repeat your question, James?
If they ask me the same question that you ask my colleague, how can I answer the question?
Ask to Saif, Yusuf?
Yeah.
Okay, DTM Wafa, would you like to take this? Yeah, please. You're on mute.
Yes, now. So if I will be interviewed and they will tell me, why should I hire you? I will tell them, as I know my strength, I will tell them, I'm a committed and dedicated, and that's very important. I'm a good writer. I work under pressure. I can make strategies that makes the sales better. Now, if you don't have that, you can see that you are a quick learner. You can learn more, and you can be a supporter for the team. People will look in the interview about how you are supporting your team. So I will tell them, I will be a team player. I'm committed and dedicated. I'm a quick learner, and I can present myself well. I know what I have. Just test me, and I will prove it. The most important is keeping the confident all and list your strength, and that's very important.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, DTM Wafa. If anyone has any more questions, they can raise your hand. They can raise their hand. Anyone?
Can I add something to what DTM Wafa just said for limits?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
limits. Yes, as rightly answered by DTM Wafa, you can also say as a fresher, it's like I know my strengths. Okay, so you can take me on probation for 3 months. So you go on a probation for 3 months, let them give you a stipend and prove yourself, prove your credibility in those 3 months or 6 months. If they take you on probation, then prove yourself that yes, you are capable for your job and you are fit for the company. That is one of the strategies freshers use. So yeah, over to you.
Thank you,
Okay,
Toastmaster
thank you.
Tabassum. And we have Toastmaster Ahmed Ansari, who has raised his hand. Toastmaster Ahmed, you have a question?
Well, my question is related to my table topics question. I really want to ask, where's Toastmaster Archana? As Toastmaster Archana, you are an HR specialist. I really want to know this. How can I ask my employer to give me a better salary? Like, really? This is something I think all of us need to want to ask, but we're not asking. But let me ask this question.
Yeah, see, we need to be realistic about our expectations. Our expectations should not reject us from having an interview. That is one important thing, because normally as a recruiter, I'm actually talking from a recruiter point of view. Every company, every position, there is a range of salary which they keep for every position. And for them to go beyond that salaries would be difficult, and they will not share that range with candidates initially. So that's the reason they call you, ask for even salary expectations in the initial calls, when they screen. So you need to understand your market value. There is market value for every positions, and every your years of experience, your industry experience, everything matters. Once you know your market value, you will normally change a company for a better career, and it includes better salary too, correct? So once you have your salary expectation, and if it is realistic, I think you need to be firm. You can be kind, but be firm with your expectation and discuss that with. And always salary negotiation is not that great, not that interesting part even for me like to do. But yes, we will reach to a point where either a company can afford you and they can match your expectations, or they will clearly mention, that this, and you can decide. You are choosing your career, right? You are choosing the company. You as a candidate can choose. If they are not paying you as per your value, you can choose not to join the company. So if there is no correct answer to it, yes, but you need to have some understanding about your experience and value.
Can I say something? In addition to that, sometimes it's not about the salary, as Arkana said, that there is a scale and there is a limit and there is a range that we cannot go. If that's position, we cannot go above that range. So there is a range, but you can, there is something which is not money, but it has value, which is ticket, accommodation, telephone, all these can add. So you can ask for benefits and the benefits can add. So don't argue if that's the limit for that range of salary. Ask for something else. At the end, go in a winner. Ask for other benefits and make it valuable for you. That's an advice.
Thank you, DTM Wafa. Yes, ask for your HR allowances, and that's a good idea. So any more questions from anyone? Yes, I can see Faisal has raised his hand. Faisal?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Regarding job interviews. I am currently in year 2 in college and I still didn't have any real life experience. So my question is, for first job interviews, what was your experience like and what was the most difficult thing that you encountered?
I hope that question is to me, and you're asking about my first interview experience?
Yeah.
Or about my experience about interviewing freshers?
No, I mean like
yes. I need to actually I need to go 12 years back to remember my first interview. But of course, I think as a fresher, like DTM Wafa said, see, as a fresher, we don't have an experience to sell ourselves, correct, to the employer. Always, focus more on your strength, and as a company or as a hiring manager, they also know that they are interviewing a fresher, and their main idea is to understand how a person you are, and what kind of strength you can bring to the company. What is your attitude? What research you have done to come for the interview? All these matters. So if you have prepared for that particular job interview, you just present well. Like I mentioned, if there is no answer to any question, if you don't know, you can confidently tell them that, sorry, I don't know the answer. You don't need to go here and there to just answer a question which you don't know. But definitely sell your strengths, show your right attitude. These are, I think, when I gave answering to your question, probably these are few things which I would have done. And yes, I started my career as a recruitment consultant, and that was tough that time to get into. But yes, I did, and today I'm here. All the best to all of you for your first job interviews and to get into the career soon. Thank you, and over to you.
Great advice. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archana. And we have one more question from Mamoon. Mamoon, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, hi. First of all, I would like to thank you all. And I just want to add something. I have been traveled between 6 or 7 countries, and the experience or whatever you did in your life, it's not the important thing. For me, I have everything that any company may need, but there is important thing that we don't have, the nationality. When they require special nationality, there's nothing you can do. Even when I tell some companies as an engineer, I tell them that it's okay for me I don't need the salary for 3 months, just to try me. They said, okay, we can try you 3 or 6 or 1 year. And we know that you are like have all the requirement we need, and we know that like you have experience, you have everything we need, but in the end we will not accept you because just like your nationality. So this is not like a problem for me, but it may be problem for many people. So this just you may have any advice for them, but for me, like I just thinking about to open like my own business or to travel to other countries that like accept you as your knowledge, not as your from where you are, because nobody like choose to born in this area. Thank you.
I'm not sure if that was a question or just sharing, he was sharing the experience, but discriminating on nationalities is purely not something which a company should do. If you have the right experience and the right skills, nationality doesn't matter. That's what we follow, and that's what I think every company should follow. Thank you so much, Maimoon, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archana. I believe we don't have any more questions, do we? Any more questions from anyone? All right. Now, after listening to our three presenters, you know the art how to ace your job interview, how to move digitally ahead, and how to gain an edge on your career. Now, apart from, yes, the CGD Vasta, I'd like to ask you one question. What is that only strategy that guarantees you a sure shot success? What is that strategy? That is to follow what your ideals and your heroes are doing. Just duplicate them. It's as simple as that. So if you think our CGD, DTM Khalid, is your hero, our presenters, they are your ideals, just don't think. One thing which is common amongst them is all of them are Toastmasters and great leaders. So don't give a second thought. Just go ahead, start your journey and join Toastmasters. Commitment to your dreams is the key, and we are here to help rooting for your success. So I guess, DTM Zara, we have a deadline.
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Bijal. And of course, I would like to thank all the presenters, starting from DTM Wafa, Toastmaster Archana, and DTM Raymond. Of course, thank you, Bijal, Tabassum, and Khalid, for all your efforts and for sharing your experience and knowledge with everyone. Thank you, students, for being here. As a Toastmaster, yes, I would like to say that we do have a group of students who joined the club already, and the door is still open for more students to join. We can give you, it is a deadline for those who will join. Please share with me your contact details. I'll share with you my contact number now here in the chat box. To know more about it, I will share with you a link for a Toastmaster organization because it's a worldwide organization. And number two, we will share with you all the previous videos for all the 5 workshops or the 5 meetings that we already conducted. And yes, to join a Toastmaster, all what you need is just to share your contact details with us, and then we will share with you all the requirements. The deadline, let me just give you a 1 week at least to confirm that you are willing to join. Just share with me your name, full name, and yeah, that's it. Your full name, your contact number, and your email address. I might give you a deadline, which is the next Friday, just at least to send your confirmation if you are willing to join. And of course, we would love to have you all with us. DTM Khalid, would you like to add something?
Thank you so much, DTM Zahra. Yeah, I think you said it all. Apology for not switching my camera because I really have bad sinus today. So, but I think you covered all of that. We are here for a reason. We are here to help you through this beautiful journey. And I think we already have supported like Saif, Yusuf, and the remaining names that we've been seeing over and over in our meetings. So for those who are newcomers, please join us. It's a beautiful journey, I assure you. And over to you, DTM.
We can have a group picture before everyone leaves.
Yes, let's have a group picture and get well soon, DTM Khalid. I already took one screenshot when Tabassum already. So Khalid, you don't have to open it if you don't want.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I think everyone
So
can switch on their
please.
videos. Come on, everyone.
Thank you, Sadiq. Thank you, Saif. We're waiting for Yusuf, Batul, Iman, Faisal.
DTM Khalid, I guess you can switch on your video as well for a few seconds.
Don't know how it would look, but that's fine.
You always look great.
All right, so thumbs up with smile. Perfect, done. Thank you so much. And yes, I left my contact detail now in the chat box. And if no question, 3, 2, 1. The meeting is adjourned and we will share it on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. So you will be able to find all the previous workshops or open house as well. Thank you so much, leaders. And we're 17 minutes late. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the weekend. And happy Labor's Day.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank you
Good night.
so
Happy Labour's
much.
Day.
Good
Happy
night.
Happy Labour's
Ramadan.
Day.
Bye. Good night.
Ramadan Kareem.
Thank
Good
you
night.
so
Good
much,
night,
Ramadan
everyone.
Kareem.
Excellent session, Archana and DTM
Yes.
Papa. Loved the
Yes,
Excellent
session.
love
session.
it.
Yeah.
I
Amazing.
don't need
Excellent
it.
session
I
by
know.
Toastmaster Raymond as well.
Yes,
Yes,
I wrote
absolutely.
notes. I started
Yes.
writing my notes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Goodbye.
great to
Good.
see you
Have a
all,
great-
you know.
It's our great
my
pleasure.
opportunity to.
Yeah, for your second time. Thank you for being here for the
Yes.
second time. And thank you,
Yeah.
DTM Wafa, for
All the best to
accepting this.
Toastmaster Archana and Tabassum for
Tabassum, our
DTAC.
champions.
In the
Wish you all the best, Archana.
thank you, same to
Bye.
you.
Have a good
Bye.
night.
Good night.
All right.
Bye.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night. Thank you, Bijal.